most of them have a visual identity already, so we're always trying to capture their audio identity as well.
For Monday, June 10th, 2019, this is episode 38, Audio Brand Identity with Brent Barcus from i65 Music based in Nashville, Tennessee. Brent has worked on audio branding for brands like the Nashville Predators NHL team. We talk about what goes into a campaign that relies on audio and how he works with creative directors to accomplish the desired brand sound. Welcome to the Beetle Moment Marketing Podcast, a short weekly exploration of marketing, technology, and career. I'm Emily Binder. I answer to no one, and I make this for you. Let's get on with the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Beetle Moment Marketing Podcast. I have a special guest here with me today, Brent Barcus. Brent is an entertainment relations content creator with a depth of music experience and over 15 years producing commercial media for all platforms, including publishers, songwriters, labels, radio, TV, mobile, and social media. Brent is a valued contributor to creative teams, and he's looked to as a forward thinker with a keen awareness and passion for all current and cutting-edge technology and music creation. So, Brent, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's awesome to be here. Very fun.
Yeah, I was really excited to get you on because I know that you have experience working on audio branding and sound identities for consumer product brands like the Nashville Predators NHL franchise, Purina, Griffin Technologies, the Nashville Wine Auction.
Yeah.
All it's an impressive list there. So tell me all about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really interesting work. The heart of it is, really striving to come up with memorable messages through audio that really capture the essence of a brand or a company that is looking to have an identity. Most of them have a visual identity already, so we're always trying to capture their audio identity as well. So it's always a challenge, but it's so much fun to work with the creative directors and find out kind of what they're looking for and try to meet all those needs. So
yeah, absolutely, I agree. I mean, I always say the visual identity it's not that it doesn't matter anymore. It does, but it's not, to me, it's not that exciting anymore. Like, this is the cutting edge. This is what does your brand sound like, right?
Yeah. It seems like it's very in fashion right now.
Right. Everybody's an expert suddenly.
That's right.
When it comes, but you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah, and it's gotten for a while, and each client is different. It could be a full audio toolkit that they use for different marketing materials, or it could just be a simple audio tag or mnemonic, or it could be a full-blown campaign. So we just kind of, depending on what the needs are. So we're here for all different types. So.
And that's your company's i65 Music?
Correct. Yes, and we're here in Nashville, Tennessee. We have our studios in Brentwood, Tennessee, which is just south of town. So.
Brent and Brentwood. Okay.
That's right. Yep. Lots of Brents.
Yeah. Well, I guess you're in the heart of music. Arguably, some people say Austin and Nashville.
I know.
They're trying to battle it out for being like
that's right,
live music capital, right?
Yeah, we love it here. It's a great town and so much going on. The growth is incredible, so it's a great spot to be.
Yeah. So with what we're talking about, brands, audio identity, the one that caught my eye that you worked on was the NHL franchise. I'm just curious. So what did you do for the Nashville Predators, and where can we hear your work?
Yeah, that's very recent, and it's definitely was a blast because I'm a huge hockey fan, and being in Nashville, it's my home team. So that was this has been a fun one, and I hope that this relationship continues. But currently, this is the spot we just worked on. Is we're in obviously the Stanley Cup playoffs right now, but this is for the upcoming season. It's kind of a campaign for the new ticket package. So it'll be something that kind of a campaign that gets put out throughout the summer for season tickets, and this one that we just finished is like a 9-game ticket package. So going back to the branding side, really finding out what they were looking for, obviously with sports, and it's definitely an edgier with hockey and just all the checking and just the action going on. It was definitely a fun, edgier guitar themed, guitar based sound. So that's kind of what we're producing right now. So we're kind of just those will kind of roll out as the season gets closer.
So where would is it the audio mark for the whole for the team, or is it just for a certain campaign?
Currently, right now, it's just this campaign. There are talks of doing, and we can talk about this even more, which should be interesting. But we've even are talking about a voice, adding the voice in, and this would be doing some some skills for them, and then also some in-game entertainment with the suites. So that's really interesting. So with the Alexa devices.
Oh, that sounds really cool. I think the ideal experience, and I was thinking about just total frictionless purchase with this article that came out the other day about Get Urgently, which is roadside assistance. They have an Alexa skill. Did you see that?
No, not yet. That sounds amazing.
Well, you can do it when you have a flat tire. It doesn't matter. There's no pre-filling things out. You just enable the skill, and then you give permissions for Amazon Pay, and it has location permissions. And then you have a flat, and you say, Lexi, get roadside assistance, and it launches it, and you see it on the map coming. Like, it's the easiest thing in the world. So if I wanted to say, get me tickets to see the Predators, that would be a great experience to have too.
Everyone's excited and trying to figure out how to use the technology, and we're kind of trying to offer that. Obviously, being an audio agency here in town with voice, we're trying to kind of work with the entertainment vertical. So
that's interesting to me. So I've done work on lots of financial investing and some consumer brand stuff, but not as much in the entertainment space. So what do you see happening in that space, or why is it important for brands to have an audio identity now?
Getting in now is the time to get, is kind of the land grab, which is a good time to get in early and establish that, putting a stamp on it in that space. And I think in entertainment, what we're finding is, being a studio here in Nashville, especially the artists, they're trying to find, artists and labels are looking for ways to differentiate themselves with their music and with their touring and marketing campaigns. So I think the voice space is intriguing because it's, especially with what we're talking about with the branded skills, could be just such an amazing interactive experience to take an artist and, walk the fan engagement, walking them through, and whether it's an album release and how songs were written and the backstage things. These are all the things that we're kind of, talking to them about of things that they can do in the voice space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's going to be demand for talent. If you look at with and celebrities, and look at the Kylie Jenner, youngest billionaire ever, just for the makeup brand. So if you can lend your celebrity to another brand that wants it for audio, I think we're going to see a lot more of that happening.
I can see that. Yeah. It's a really exciting time. I even see it even in the comedic space, with we're getting a little bit of interest there as well, with comedians wanting to, jump in there and be a part of the voice world. So with daily flash briefings and custom skills.
Yeah. That reminds me. Oh,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, the in-skill purchasing, which is the monetizing side, is really, fascinating too, with just having deeper fan engagement, offering exclusive content, whether through audio, is a really interesting part of it as well.
Yeah, completely. It's kind of like, think about the super fans who they buy the album, they buy the behind the scenes DVD.
Yeah.
Like, they go to every concert, they buy the merch. They're the ones that are driving. It's a sliver of the full audience. But sure, those people would love to pay for custom private audio experience with their, the artists that they love.
Exactly.
So something else that we had talked about offline was podcasting and the future of audio. This is something that I think is very important. We're seeing tons of investment, a lot of startups coming out with different products that help podcasters do various things to promote or host or edit or transcribe, all of these aspects. But what do you see happening, or what's exciting about podcasting?
Something that grabbed me, the new features with Anchor, I think are just really fascinating, with the messaging, where you can actually, I don't know if it's real time, but and I don't know if you've seen this, where you can actually, fans of the show are actually, writing in. So there's actually some kind of messaging going on for the podcast. I don't know, something that if they're either, it's a trial thing or not, but that's really interesting to me, if that would actually be something where, you can actually engage that way with actual question and answer.
Right. No, I didn't see that. So
yeah. So Anchor, with obviously with the Spotify and buyout and merger and all that. So that's really interesting to me. I think that, and just, we're seeing a lot in Nashville, obviously with the studio, we're getting a lot of requests for local businesses to kind of get in that space. So it's an exciting time for us too, especially on the recording and then the post editing and all the recording over here in Nashville. So
yeah, I think that's an area a lot of people want help with, technical parts of not just how do we create the audio branding, but how do we make it sound really good? And everybody and their brother has a podcast right now. It's like,
right.
This was, social media got popular. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Now everybody has a podcast. Not everybody has a flash briefing, which is why I think that's the blue ocean. I'm so excited about it. I talked about that. But it definitely, it varies in quality.
Absolutely. And I think the production, like you're saying, I totally agree. The production level, I think, as more people get into it, I think the budgets are, increasing. I think that, people are going to expect more of a higher production value.
Yeah. So if you could give a brand today a piece of advice when it comes to their audio identity, what would you tell them?
First off, it's got to be a priority. I think that, what we're finding is as new opportunities open up with voice and, as you're saying, podcasts, I think just jumping in and taking it as and seeing it as important as the video and the visual side. And as we see companies do that, and then just embracing that it's, as important, then that's kind of the starting point. Then it's just, finding a partner, finding a company that can come alongside and find out what the brand stands for and turn that into an audio experience as well, so they can be memorable from the audio standpoint.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important to get started now. I've read this and I've said it a few times. I think it's pretty convincing. There's a 2-year learning curve to associate a sonic mark, an audio mark, with a brand. So if you've done terrestrial radio for years, it's taken a while after people hear your ads so many times to know your jingle or your audio logo. So getting it out in the wild now would be smart.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so people can call on you to help them out with things like that, right?
Yeah, like I said, we do everything from custom music tracks to full audio toolkits, for different parts of different media platforms that you have, and so yeah, we're kind of a one-stop shop for audio and voice here in Nashville.
That's great. So tell people where they can find you, connect with you.
Thanks. Yeah, website is i65. The number 65music.com, i65music.com, on Twitter at i65music or at Brent Barcus, Barcus, is my Twitter.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much, Brent. It was fun talking with you.
Thank you so much. It's been a blast.
Hey, do you have an Amazon Echo device? Then you have to take advantage of Flash Briefing, the short daily news offering on Alexa. It's free and easy to set up. You can catch my daily briefing, the Voice Marketing Flash Briefing Daily Beetle Moment, by going to bit.ly/BeetleFlash. That's bit.ly/BEETLE Flash, all lowercase. Or just search Amazon or your Alexa app for Beetle Moment Voice Marketing. My goal with this flash briefing is to fracture Alexa's rubric. Come check it out. Brought to you by our friends at Pippa. Pippa is the simplest, smartest way to share your podcast. Visit beetlemoment.com/PIPPA to get a $25 Amazon gift card when you sign up. And we thank Pippa very much for their support of the show. For more about the show or to consult with me, visit beetlemoment.com. Tweet me at Emily Binder. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for listening. I'll see you next week.